Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will do CEH Engage challenge that covers part 1 to part 4, where part 1 covers module 1 to module 5, part 2 cover module 6 to module 10, part 3 covers module 11 to module 15, and finally part 4 covers module 16 to module 20. Description, you can read the description carefully, and there are two workstation 1 and workstation 2. Workstation 1 is a Windows machine and workstation 2 is a parrot security machine. You can switch to this machine from the resource tab. The credential to access workstation 1, which is Windows machine, is as below, right? Username admin, password. Workstation 2 is our parrot security machine. Username is attacker and password is store. As well as we need to use the OpenVAS for vulnerability scanning. So you can use the password as admin and username as admin to run the OpenVAS. Let's start the challenge. You can read carefully CEH Engage scenario. I will hit next. CEH Engage part 1. Here you can see workstation 1 and workstation 2, where username and password is given. So CEH Engage part 1. Part 1 of CEH Engage covers footprinting and reconnaissance scanning, networks enumeration and vulnerability analysis module. In this part, you are required to perform passive and active reconnaissance of the target organization, enumerating services, shares, users, group, etc., and perform vulnerability analysis of the identified system network on the target. You need to note all the information discovered in this part of the CEH Engage and proceed to the subsequent phase of the ethical hacking cycle in the next part of CEH Engage. So question number 1. An attacker conducted footprinting on a web application and saved the resulting report dumpster.xlsx in the document folder of EH Workstation 1. Your task is to analyze this report and identify the host name associated with IP address 173.245.59.176. The dumpster.xlsx in the document folder, right? So let's go to the document folder and open that dumpster.xlsx file. We can use Command F option to source it. Okay, the host name is henry.ns.cloudflare.com. Challenge 2. Identify the number of live machine excluding the gateway in 192.168.10.0/24 subnet. For this, we need to log into our parrot machine. Open the terminal and then run the nmap scan. For this, we use the ping scan using the flag sn. So command will be nmap -sn subnet 192.168.10.0/24 and hit enter. So here we can see the 6 host is up, but in question it said excluding the gateway, right? So first IP will always gateway. So by excluding first IP address, there will be the 5 live host. Challenge number 3. Identify the IP address of Linux-based machine with port 22 open in the target network 192.168.10.0/24. For this, we need to use OS discovery using nmap command. So for that, we can use nmap pport 22 -o for OS discovery and 192.168.10.0/24. Now we need to find the IP address of the Linux machines. We scroll up. Here we can see Linux, right? Yes, so 192.168.10.111 is our Linux machine. So and address will be 192.168.10.111. Correct. So challenge 4 is find the IP address of the domain controller machine in 192.168.0.0/24. So for this, we can use the aggressive scan in the subnet. So we can use the command nmap -a for aggressive scan, -t for fast scan, and 192.168.0.0/24 subnet. Now we scroll up and find the domain controller IP address. Domain controller is where LDAP, Kerberos are running. Also here we can see the target name, DNS domain name. So this is actually a domain controller. So IP address for the domain controller will be 192.168.0.222. Perfect. Challenge 5. Perform a host discovery scanning and identify the NetBIOS domain name of the host at 192.168.0.222. We have already performed the aggressive scan and find the domain controller. Here we can see the NetBIOS domain name, skill.ceh. Perfect. Perform an intense scan on 192.168.0.222 and find out the DNS tree name of machine in the network. So DNS tree name will be DNS tree name of the machine 192.168.0.222 is skill.ceh.com. Challenge 7. While performing a security assessment against the CEH ORG network, you come to know that one machine in the network is running OpenSSH and is vulnerable. Identify the version of OpenSSH running on the machine. Note: target network 192.168.10.0/24. So for that we need to run the nmap scan where port 22 is open on the subnet. So the command will be nmap p port 22 -sb for service version, and we need to define the subnet 192.168.10.0/24 So here OpenSSH version we can see 8.9p1 is the answer format, so it is the right answer. So challenge 8. During a security assessment, it was found that a server was hosting a website that was susceptible to blind SQL injection attack. Further investigation revealed that the underlying database management system of the site was MySQL. Determine the machine OS that hosted the database. Note: target network 172.30.10.0/24. Okay, so we need to first find the port number for MySQL. So for that we need to use Google to find the port. 3306. Now we need to run the nmap scan to find the port IP where port 3306 is open. So command will be nmap-p for port 3306. Then we need to define the subnet 172.30.10.0/24. So here it's 172.30.10.99 has port 3306 is open. So we need to find the OS of the machine that hosted the database. So for that we need to run the aggressive scan on this machine where port 3306 is open. So machine OS will be Ubuntu. Correct. Challenge 9. Perform an intense scan on target subnet 192.168.10.0/24 and determine the IP address of a machine hosting MS SQL database service. So we need to find the port for MS SQL. I believe it's 1433. So IP address is 192.168.10.144. Challenge 10. Perform a DNS enumeration on www.certifiedhacker.com and find out the name server used by the domain. So for that we can use the ns lookup. Let's go to the workstation 1 and use command prompt to perform the ns lookup. So command will be ns lookup dash type equal to ns space certifiedhacker.com. So answer format is 1 comma 2. So answer will be ns1.bluehost.com comma ns2.bluehost.com. Challenge 11. Find the IP address of the machine running SMTP services. Nmap command like nmap p port 25, then subnet 172.30.10.0/24 dash dash open. So on IP address 172.30.10.200, SMTP is open. Question number 12. Perform an SMB enumeration on 172.30.10.200 and check whether the message signing feature is required. Give your response as yes or no. Okay. For that, we can use the nmap script command for SMB security enabled. So command will be nmap -p port 445 dash script smb2 dash security dash mode IPRS 172.30.10.200. So message signing enabled but not required, right? So answer will be no. Now challenge 13. Now challenge 13 is conduct a common weakness enumeration on weakness ID 276 and identify the name associated with the ID. Answer is incorrect. Default permission. Now question number 14. Perform vulnerability scanning for the Linux host in 192.168.10.0/24 network using OpenVAS and find the QoD percentage of vulnerability with severity level as medium. So for that we need to open the OpenVAS and define the new target and perform scanning. And once scan is complete, we need to give the percentage of vulnerability with severity medium. So we need to find the QoD percentage of vulnerability with severity level as medium for Linux host. Okay, so or before we found the IP address of the Linux machine as 192.168.10.111, right? So our answer will be 70. Perform the vulnerability scan on the host 10.144 using OpenVAS and identify any FTP related vulnerabilities. Okay, so we have already performed the FTP, sorry, we have already performed OpenVAS scan. So answer will be FTP unencrypted clear text login. Correct. Thank you for watching. That's all for part 1. Stay tuned for next video regarding part 2.